Stop struggling to find a job in 2025. Here is how 19-year-olds are landing six-figure jobs without mountain of experience. Now, listen closely. You've been completely lied to about what it takes to get hired in 2025. The job market has changed forever. And if you're still applying the old way, sending resumes, hoping for callbacks, and thinking you need years of experience, you are already behind. Every single day, people with zero traditional experience are landing high-paying roles, while qualified candidates with degrees and resumes get ignored. See, this isn't a theory. This is happening right now. And there's a secret system 19-year-olds are using to land $100,000 plus jobs without a single day of formal work experience. It's called credibility hacking. And I'll review exactly how it works in just a minute. But first, I need you to understand something critical. Everything you've been taught about getting hired is becoming obsolete. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb right now and pay complete attention, because the next 20 minutes could literally save you months, even years of frustration and rejection. If you're watching this video, it's most likely because you want more opportunities, more financial security, more freedom to do work that actually matters. And I'm guessing that until now, you thought you were not qualified enough to get it. Maybe you've been applying to jobs for weeks or months with nothing to show for it. That ends today. We're about to fix that. And there's also an exclusive opportunity I would like to share with you before the end of this video. So stick around. Today, I will show you how to land your first job without having a single work experience on your resume, using the same method 19-year-olds use to land six-figure jobs. Mind you, some of these guys are juggling full academic calendars and full-time remote roles. So, the question is, how are they landing these jobs? It's by using a process I call credibility hacking. We'll talk more on this soon. But first, I need to make one thing very clear. This process no doubt works 100%, but it won't work 100% for everyone. However, I can show you people who have used this process and gotten the results that you want. Now, the difference between these people and you right now is their willingness to follow these simple, beginner-friendly steps. That's all. Like Paul here, who applied for over 100 jobs with no responses. After following this process, he built a proof project, optimized his resume applications, and within 3 weeks, he landed his first interview. By week 5, he had 2 job offers without prior experience. Now think about it. You see a job posting that says entry-level position, must have 2 years of experience. It makes no sense, right? That's because when employers say experience, they're not talking about how many years you've spent in an office. What they really mean is, can you prove you can do the job? Can you solve their problems? Can they trust you to deliver results? And the best part is, you don't need a job to prove that. Stephen too was stuck in a cycle of rejection until he used this do-it-yourself process. A month later, he wasn't chasing employers. They were reaching out to him. So if you're looking for the easiest and most effective way to land jobs with or without prior work experience, then the next 30 minutes is all you need to change the next 30 to 35 years of your life. You're about to discover how to flip the hiring game in your favor even without degrees, fancy resumes, or years of experience. And I don't say this lightly. Why? Over the past few years, I've helped over 2,200 job seekers land life-changing roles, many of them without traditional experience or degrees. I've worked with fresh graduates, career changers, and even people who were told they had nothing to offer. And I've watched them go from endless rejections to securing multiple job offers in record time. I've helped professionals break into six-figure cybersecurity roles, land positions at top companies, and completely change their financial futures without spending years climbing the corporate ladder. Now, this isn't about luck. It's about putting in the reps, doing it over and over again, so much so that it's easy to spot mistakes, fix it, and get people results in whatever niche they may be. Yes, even in the most competitive job market we've ever seen. Now, the same system has helped people land roles at top companies across industries like tech, finance, healthcare, marketing, and operations. And now, I'll be giving you the exact walkthrough so you can do the same without wasting months or strategies that don't work. The biggest companies in the world, Google, Apple, Tesla, have already stopped caring about degrees and years of experience. As one career expert put it, employers do not hire employees, they hire solutions to their problems. And that's exactly what you're going to give them. Next, I will show you exactly how to start building real experience today, even if you've never worked a day in your life. So, if experience is just proof that you can do the job, the question is, how do you get that proof without having a job? Simple, you create it. Employers care about skills, results, and reliability. That means you don't need a paycheck to start building real experience. You need project, proof, and credibility signals. And to get all three, there's a 5-way strategy you can start using today. I will break this down in a moment, but let's talk about the usual way you have probably been going about this and why they don't work. The average job seeker applies to 100+ jobs before landing an interview. Let's assume each application takes about 20 minutes to tailor a resume, write a cover letter, and submit. That's 2,000 minutes or about 33 hours. Nearly a full work week just sending out applications that mostly get ignored. And why do they get ignored? Because 75% of resumes never even reach a human. They get filtered out by applicant tracking system before a recruiter even sees them. That means for every 100 applications you send, only 25 even make it to a hiring manager's desk. Of those, maybe 5% get an interview request, which means you're spending hours, days, or even weeks on a process that only gets you a handful of responses, if any. Now, let's talk about ROI, the return on your investment of time and effort. If you apply to 100 jobs and only 5 call you back, that's a 5% success rate. Imagine running a business where you spend 100 hours of effort to get just 5 potential clients. Would that be sustainable? Absolutely not. Yet, this is how most job seekers approach their search. They mass apply, copy-paste resumes, and then they hope for the best. And when they don't get results, they assume the problem is them and not their strategy. But that's not true. The problem isn't you, it's the system you're using. So instead of wasting weeks or months on applying without a strategy, let's see what this 5-way strategy I mentioned earlier is all about. The first part of this strategy is volunteering in your target field. It's actually simpler than it sounds. Find an organization that needs help and offer your skills. If you're interested in IT support, help a local charity set up their computers. If you're aiming for marketing, manage social media for a non-profit. 23-year-old Jessica did this. She started volunteering at a crisis hotline just a few hours a week. Within a month, her supervisor was so impressed that they told her to apply for a paid position. She got a job. You don't need permission to start gaining experience. You just need to show up. The next way is taking on free or low-cost projects. Every business, startup, and community group needs help. Find them. Offer to design a logo, do a risk assessment, build a website, or manage a social media. Treat it like a real gig, okay? Set goals, deliver results, and then collect testimonials. Not only will you have work to put on your resume, but you will also have real people vouching for your skills. That's the experience that will get you a full-time role soon. Now, that brings us to the third way, which is starting a personal project. Employers love people who take initiative. If you want to be a coder, build an app. If you want to work in finance, analyze market trends and write about them. If you want to be a designer, redesign a well-known app and publish your ideas. Kelly, an aspiring UX designer, did exactly that. She had zero experience, so she picked a popular app, redesigned the interface, and then published her case study online. That self-initiated project got her a real job offer without a degree, without previous work. You can do the same too. It's brain dead simple. Moving on, let's look at your fourth option, contributing to open source or community projects. So, if you are in tech, you should pay extra attention here. What you will do is contribute to GitHub projects. If you're into data science, analyze public data and share insight. If you're into cybersecurity, participate in security forums or contribute to community-driven risk assessment projects. Open source contributions also help because companies love candidates who proactively work on real-world problems. When you contribute to a project thousands of people use, you're proving that your work has real impact. You are showing initiative, collaboration, and technical skill, all without needing a traditional job title. Now take the case of Samuel, a self-taught security analyst. He had no degree, no certifications, just a drive to learn. He started reviewing security policies in open source projects, writing reports, and then sharing them on LinkedIn. Within months, recruiters started messaging him. Why? Because he wasn't just saying he could do the work, he was showing it. So, what I'm saying is, public work is visible proof of skill. Okay? Then, finally, join hackathons or competitions, right? Companies pay attention to winners of hackathons and case competitions. Even if you don't win, you will have a project to showcase. Some people get hired just by impressing judges at this event. You actually don't need a traditional job to gain experience. You just need to do the work. Whether you get paid or not, every skill you gain and every project you complete is real, tangible experience, and it counts. So, now that you have started building experience, the next challenge is, how do you make it look credible? Because let's be real, hiring managers scan resumes in 6 seconds. If they don't see experience in the right format, they move on. That is where credibility hacking comes in. See, credibility hacking is about creating the same signals that make someone look experienced even if you've never had a formal job. Doesn't seem like much, but this is why it works. Hiring isn't about who has been in the game the longest. It's about who looks the most capable on paper, at least until they get to interview you in person. Employers don't have time to investigate every detail of your background. They rely on credibility signals to make quick decisions. So how do you do the credibility hack? There are 5 ways you should know about. 5, okay? The first way is to create proof projects that mimic real work. Hiring managers don't care where your experience comes from. They care if it's relevant and tangible. Let me give you an example. If you want to be a digital marketer, run a 2-week social media campaign for a small business and document the result. Or if you are interested in cybersecurity, set up a home lab, test security vulnerabilities, and write a case study. And if it's UX design you're trying to break into, pick a bad application, redesign it, and publish your process. Kelly did the same thing. The UX designer I mentioned earlier, a self-made redesign project was all she needed to land a job. Your work is your proof, so make it visible. The second way to do a credibility hack is to earn industry-recognized certifications. You've probably heard the saying, no degree, no problem. Well, it's true. Many people around the world today are landing jobs without going through the traditional route of education. Certifications are one of the many credibility shortcuts available now. Tech companies, marketing firms, and finance employers increasingly they are accepting alternative credentials, especially those from places like Google Career Certificate for data analytics, IT support, or even UX design, AWS, Microsoft, or Cisco certifications for cloud and networking roles, then HubSpot or Facebook Blueprint for marketing roles. A certification won't get you hired alone, but when combined with proof projects, it makes you look like you belong in the industry. Now, let's look at the third way. Use social proof. Yes, get testimonials and recommendations. If a stranger tells you they are great at something, you might doubt them. But if 10 other people say they are great, you believe it. That is social proof. When you finish a volunteer project or a freelance gig, ask for a testimonial. Get your mentor, professor, or client to write a LinkedIn recommendation. For example, let's say your name is Anna. You can get them to write something like, I worked with Anna on a marketing campaign and their strategy helped us increase engagement by 40%. Or say something like this: their work on our website was outstanding, professional, efficient, and high quality. Nobody, guys, absolutely nobody would read that and question your work experience. No, that was exactly what Phoebian did when she had no formal HR experience. She volunteered to help a small business improve its hiring process, documented her work, and asked the business owner for a LinkedIn recommendation. Since then, she's gotten invitations from recruiters and steady offers. The same thing happened to Daniel, who wanted to break into digital marketing. What did he do? He helped a French small business optimize its email campaigns and social media presence. After seeing a 55% increase in engagement, the business owner wrote him a glowing testimonial. You see, that single recommendation, along with his proof project, landed him an internship that later turned into a full-time job. And those are just a few out of many people seeing results after doing this. But let's continue. Now, number 4. The number 4 way to get credibility is by borrowing authority. When I say borrowing authority, I mean associating yourself with known names. When you lack credibility, you can borrow it from people or organizations that already have it. How? This is what you do. Join professional groups and mention your membership. For example, member of the American Marketing Association, right? Attend industry conferences and then post about them. Or write guest articles for established blogs. Even something as simple as taking a free Harvard or MIT online course and mentioning it on your LinkedIn gives you a credibility boost. You've probably been seeing all these courses online and walking past them. Stop doing that today. Finally, the 5th way to do credibility hacking is by using numbers and results to prove your impact. Okay? Vague descriptions kill credibility. Employers want quantifiable and measurable results. For instance, if you're a social media manager, don't tell a potential employer or client that you manage social media accounts. Anybody can say that. But someone with a track record would say, grew social media engagement by 230% in 3 months. That is specific, and that sets an expectation of what you can help a prospective employer achieve, even if you don't have official experience. See, quantifying your impact makes you look experienced. Now, when you use these credibility hacks, you become someone capable, professional, and ready to be hired. And when I say credible, I mean it because I've seen it happen. Someone like Antonio, who had very little experience in business analysis, instead of waiting for an opportunity, he analyzed publicly available financial reports, wrote a breakdown on LinkedIn, and shared actionable insights. Within a month, a hiring manager saw his work and invited him for an interview. He's now working full-time in a role that, according to him, he wouldn't have thought of applying to. Or take Melissa, who wanted to transition into UX design. She redesigned the homepage of a popular e-commerce site, documented her thought process, uploaded it to her LinkedIn featured section. 2 weeks later, a recruiter messaged her saying, "We love your approach. Would you be open to a conversation?" That conversation turned into her first UX role. This is how credibility hacking works. When you create proof of your abilities and present it the right way, opportunities start coming to you. Now, let's take it a step further. Credibility hacks are great, but there is one more thing you need to make this strategy complete. And this is, how do you build a personal brand that makes employers come to you? Now, think of your personal brand like a storefront on the busiest street in town, like the busiest street of New York. If the signage is vague, the windows are empty, and there is no clear reason for people to walk in, no one will notice, let alone trust you enough to buy. But if your storefront is bold, clear, and instantly communicates value, people will stop, look, and they want to know more. That's exactly what a strong personal brand does for your career. It makes hiring managers stop scrolling. Recruiters reach out first, and employers see you as the obvious choice before you even apply. So now, how do you create a brand that makes companies chase you instead of the other way around? Something most people don't know is the best opportunities are not applied for. They come to you. Yes. And the way to make that happen is through personal branding. Now, let's unpack what you need to do here. For a great personal brand, you need to, number one, optimize your LinkedIn like a magnet. Your LinkedIn profile is often the first thing recruiters check before they even look at your resume. And if it's blank, if it's messy, or just says seeking opportunities, you are invisible. To fix that, you need to work on a few things. Start by using the first 3-line strategy, okay? Most people don't realize this, but LinkedIn only shows the first 3 lines of your profile summary before the see more button. If those lines don't grab attention, recruiters won't bother clicking. Now, instead of writing aspiring marketing professional looking for opportunities, in those 3 lines, say something like this: helping brands increase engagement through data-driven marketing strategies. Previously optimized content for brand XYZ that led to X% growth. Now looking to bring this result to specify the industry or company. That's it. This immediately positions you as a problem solver, not just another job seeker, okay? Now, after that, maximize the power of the featured section on your LinkedIn. In case you haven't noticed, LinkedIn has a featured section where you can showcase your work samples, proof project, and achievement, right? Recruiters often check this before deciding whether to contact you or not. Now, in this section, you can include a short case study of a project you worked on, even if it is a self-initiated one, okay? A before and after result from a task you completed, or a short video or document where you break down an industry challenge and how you would approach it. Now, if you have no official experience, this is where you include the result of your credibility hacks. Like Sarah, who had no formal experience in project management, documented her process of organizing a local community event. She uploaded a case study to her LinkedIn featured section, highlighting how she coordinated vendors and managed timelines. A recruiter saw it, reached out, and within weeks, she landed her first job. It's as simple and effective as that. So, following that, use the 10-5-2 networking system. 10-5-2 networking system. LinkedIn is not just a platform you sign up on and just observe or read other people's posts and achievements. No, aside from that being a recipe for depression, that is not how you get noticed. Instead, comment on 10 relevant posts per day. Engage with posts from industry professionals, hiring managers, and recruiters. Okay, then post at least 5 times a week. Share industry insights or challenges that you've overcome. Finally, DM at least 2 professionals daily. But don't ask for a job. Ask for their perspective on industry trends or career advice. This works because LinkedIn algorithm favors engagement. The more active you are, the more you show up in searches, and the more inbound opportunities come your way. After you followed all these steps, the next thing to deploy is the recruiter-based content strategy. Most people treat LinkedIn like a passive resume, but if you want recruiters chasing you, you need to create a recruiter-friendly content. Now, what do I mean? You need to write the kind of content a recruiter will see and think, this guy will be great for our team. Write a post about a real problem in your industry and how you will solve it. Share a short success story from your experience or learning process, okay? Post a before and after framework. For example, how I went from no experience to running successful ad campaigns in 60 days. Recruiters actively search for people who post about problem solving in their field. Your post acts as free advertising for your skills, okay? So, now you've done all this on LinkedIn. Great, but you can take it a step further. Build a simple personal website. This is optional, but very powerful. If you want to stand out even more, a personal website gives you an instant credibility boost. It doesn't need to be fancy. Just 3 pages. Home page, where you will add short bio about you. Portfolio or your project page to show your work like case studies, GitHub links, and blog posts. And then your contact page. A simple way for people to reach out. See, the purpose of having a personal website is for when recruiters Google search you. If your website pops up showcasing your best work, you instantly look 10 times more legit. Even a simple Notion page, weak site, or card profile works. Finally, get on industry-specific platforms beyond LinkedIn. You should be active where hiring managers are looking, okay? If you're looking to learn tech and data roles, upload projects to GitHub or Kaggle. If it's marketing and writing you are interested in, publish works on Medium or Behance. And if it's creative fields, post your work on Dribbble or Instagram. Having your work visible outside of LinkedIn multiplies your chances of getting discovered. That's exactly what happened to Aisha, who was trying to break into tech sales. She started writing about common mistakes businesses make in their sales funnels and how she would fix them. One of her posts got shared by a hiring manager, and that led to a direct job offer at a SaaS company. No endless applications, no ATS rejections, just inbound opportunities from putting our knowledge out there. I could go on and on with examples like this. Why? Because these strategies work, no doubt about that. But then, how do you achieve the same result, if not better than all these people I've told you about? It's just a matter of applying this information just as I have shared it with you and be consistent with it. The entire process is something you can easily follow. However, you should be aware that in the process of doing it yourself, you will most likely waste months, maybe even years, figuring things out the hard way. You will spend endless hours tweaking your resume, applying to hundreds of jobs, or second guessing every move, only to get ghosted or rejected. And long term, it's actually more expensive. Every month you spend stuck at square one is a month lost of income. Income you could have been making had you started with the right support from day one. Now finally, the biggest risk, burnout. That's the biggest risk. Most people quit right before they break through because they get stuck, frustrated, and don't have the right guidance. That's why we built the Lightforth Career Success Program. Yes, to eliminate the trial and error, the wasted time, and the endless cycle of applying with no result. Every single success story you've had today, they didn't just figure it out. They used a proven system. With Lightforth, we give you a step-by-step career success system that has already helped over 1,247 job seekers land multiple interviews and offers within weeks, without degrees, without industries, connections, and without spending thousands on career coaches. Because when you follow a system that has been tested and actually works, you save time, you make money, and you skip the painful rejections that most people face. Now, this isn't just another career course. It's a done-for-you job search system you can't find anywhere else because you get a shortcut to success. Instead of wasting months trying to figure it out, you follow a step-by-step roadmap used by people who have already landed jobs in tech, marketing, healthcare, finance, sales, and more in as little as 45 days. Yes, just 45 days. Your resume, LinkedIn, and applications are also done for you. No more guessing, no more getting rejected by ATS. Our plug and play template have been tested and optimized to get past the filters and make recruiters notice you instantly. You will also attract opportunities instead of chasing them. When you optimize your LinkedIn and use our networking strategies, you start getting inbound messages from recruiters without sending a single application. We will also guide you on exactly what to say in interviews. No more guessing what hiring managers want to hear. Our done-for-you mock interview template and negotiation script will help you walk into any interview with 100% confidence. But most importantly, you won't do this alone. Job searching can be frustrating when you don't know what is working. That's why you will have expert guidance, clear action steps, and a support system to keep you on track. The best part is you get all of this for just $7. Yes, not $2,000 plus, which is the cost of getting a career coach. Not $500 plus, which is the cost of good resume. Not months of wasted effort and lost income. Just to be sure exactly what you're getting for $7. $7. Inside the Lightforth Career Success Program, you will finally gain clarity. Here, We will work with you to uncover your strength, define your career goals, and map out a clear, actionable path. Or build a strong personal brand. This will allow you master positioning strategies that help you stand out even in highly competitive market in 2025. The next is the Resume Mastery Workshop. In this workshop, you will get a powerful ATS-friendly resume that passes filters and gets interviews fast. Then, LinkedIn Optimization Blueprint. We will work with you to turn your profile into a recruiter magnet and attract job offers without applying. And we are not done yet. There is also professional portfolio creation. This will showcase your work, skills, and experience even if you don't have formal job experience. There's also job search and application strategies. This will help you apply smarter, not harder. Use our system to land interviews in record time. We also have the interview preparation bootcamp, where you master every interview with insider strategies, answer templates, and negotiation scripts. Now, for those pivoting, we have the career transition strategies. This will help you pivot to a new industry or role seamlessly, even if you don't have traditional experience. You will also get freelancing and entrepreneurship insights, where you will learn how to diversify your income and explore flexibly high-paying career paths. And finally, our full video course plus actionable checklist, a step-by-step guidance and tools to eliminate the guesswork and accelerate your success. All of this would have cost you a total of $2,276. But for a limited time, you get to pay $7 for a very limited time. Now, you are probably thinking, how is this even possible? Why are we offering a $2,000 value package for just $7? The truth is, we could easily charge $297, $500, or $2,000 plus for this program, as many career coaches do. But we are not here to worsen an already difficult situation. We just want to help as many people willing to take a chance on themselves to transform their careers in as short as 45 days. Once again, this is a very limited time offer, and you know what they say about the early bird. After now, that price will definitely go up sometime in the future because we have a team that needs to get paid. They already think this is a crazy idea, but we're doing it anyway. So for a short time, you get to pay just $7 for a complete done-for-you career success system that is designed to get you multiple interviews and get job offers faster than you ever thought possible in 45 days. But if you go through the program and still feel stuck, there is a guarantee. We will send you a full refund, no questions asked. That's how much we believe in this program. Now, you have two choices. Option one is keep doing what you're doing, hoping for a different result, waiting months for replies, and missing out on better paying roles. Or option number two, use a structured and proven system that has helped over 1,247 job seekers to land interviews and high-paying offers with no guesswork, and become like Mark, who went from 8 months of rejections to a $95,000 offer. Mark happens to be one of our biggest supporters right now, telling anyone willing to listen about the program. Then there is Tasha, a stay-at-home mom who became a digital marketing manager in 45 days, and James, who landed his dream role as a designer without a degree. These guys and so many others like them inspire us to keep this offer open, but it won't be forever because it's not sustainable for us. So while you still have the chance, don't let this offer pass you by. And aside from how lucky you are to be seeing this offer today, you should also remember that while you are wasting time trying to figure out your next move, others are taking action. This is the perfect way to take out the guesswork in how you will land your next role. So, if you're ready to make the career move that changes everything, click the link in the description below to get started. And if you have other questions that I didn't cover here, there is another link in the description that takes you straight to our own page where we have further answers waiting for you. And on that note, thank you for sticking around till the end, and I will see you some other time. But remember, other people want the best jobs too, so make sure you get there ready ahead of them. I hope I've been able to leave you better than I found you today. Bye for now.